action. We're live. Uh, I think this is finally happening now. Welcome, Shooter. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. Just I was just waiting all day to start this podcast, to start this recording, and
Well,
now it's here. So
yeah.
my purpose for today has been fulfilled.
All right. Well, that's what we try to do here on the Pud. I would like to invite you to make some of your famous shout outs.
All right, you know what? I'll say quality over quantity today, and I'll start off with one right now. New Bedford, Massachusetts. How you
Um,
guys doing out there?
it's
New
a
Bedford,
new
very
bit.
good people.
Well, that is quality, really. Well, I would like to start out with my own shout out, if you don't mind. Uh, I'd like to give a shout out to you, Shooter. Well done.
All right, I'll take it. I'm hit.
Yeah, well, I know what I'm doing, I guess. I'm a natural.
Yeah.
What are you drinking today? Anything fun and cool and cute and snappy?
Yeah, just a flaming homer.
Is
You
it?
might
That's
know it as a flaming Mo.
yeah. That's the one I know. It's the one with cough syrup in it, right?
Yeah. So, but the way I do it, it's just the cough syrup. So
It, yeah,
gotta get goofy. Gotta get goofy for this.
well, yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. I'm having a Guinness drought uh, uh, stout brewed in Dublin.
Oh, is it in the can on tap or
I'm
what?
No, it's a bottle of it.
Bottle? I
Yeah.
see. But is it about as good as the draft?
Oh Lord, no. I mean, this is pretty good, really. But a well poured Guinness can sometimes take a short few minutes to settle.
Yeah, and you don't got those minutes, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can pour it from a bottle into a glass and get it to settle. Maybe I'm doing it totally wrong, but I'm just drinking it straight from the bottle, and nothing beats it when a bartender pours it straight from the spout and knows how to do it.
That's why I like PBR, much more user friendly. You don't have to you don't have to wait for it to settle. You just drink it right out the can. You can probably attach a hose to a keg and just drink it right out the keg right there.
Yeah.
You know, no, no, you don't have to do anything to make it taste decent. It just tastes good just the way it is.
Well, they should hire you to be their spokesperson.
Oh yeah, I'll do, I'll accept. I'll take the job offer.
Yeah. Well, PBR shooter here. Old George is your man. Uh, Contact him as soon as you can. Um, so I'll get into some of this now. The main entree for the day, the thing that we're going to kind of work up to make ourselves hungry for, is a quiz with exciting uh, uh, rewards and harsh punishments. But before we get to that, is there anything, George, you wanted to say? Anything
Ex-
burning up inside of
yes,
you? Yeah,
yes. I guess you saw the way I was shifting around in my seat, but
yeah.
that was exactly what I was waiting for you to ask me. I wasn't even paying attention to what you were saying before until you asked me if I wanted to say something, and I had actually a pivotal announcement for the show.
All right, let's have it.
So we you know I just got the call. We have to change the name of the show.
Uh, I don't know about that.
I got a call from on high,
All right,
from our bosses.
all right. What do they think?
They said that now we should call our show the Human Dignity Project.
Well, you know what? I I I'm gonna fight power here, and because I believe in not this human dignity, whatever you said.
Dignity.
Yeah, big words, but I think we are doing something special, something important, and I guess we'll have to see how it's gone, how the fight has gone by next episode, where our corporate overlords able to uh, crush us down into powder, um, and force these changes, these evil changes upon us.
Well, I mean, they say it's much more what was it, marketable. It rolls off the tongue better.
Uh, well, I, I don't know about that. Nothing rolls off the tongue like a uh, well well, very well. I likewise have an announcement, if I may.
All right. I can I guess?
Uh, yeah, let's have it.
All right. So you've announced that you've accepted the change of the Human Dignity Project title
Uh,
enthusiastically.
no,
Uh,
I will you know fight that tooth and nail. I won't let the man get me down.
all right, Billy Jack. So what's the announcement?
Well, this is more of a personal journey that I am on. But we've spoken about this a little bit, and I told you I'd tell you a little bit more about it when we were recording. But all right, so this is pretty big for me. But I have a Furby now. I
Oh,
I bought a Furby. This is what my life has become. I have a Furby.
yes, I've heard about I've heard about this. You haven't you haven't stopped talking about the Furby for the past couple weeks.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
well,
It's
when did you get it? How long ago was it?
not that long ago, like a few days.
A few days, yes.
Yeah.
Like do you have any pets?
No, I mean, I didn't before,
Ah,
you know.
yeah,
Uh,
I like to imagine like how a Furby would interact with a cat. I'm pretty sure there's like a an internet video about what showing what was happened in the past.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the cat would either ignore it or attack it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you like to hear from the Furby?
Not in particular, but if you must.
No, no, actually, I think your response is probably correct because once you wake the Furby up, they don't fall back asleep for a little while. So we would have quite a lot of time being so, but it's at the ready. So if our exciting competition upcoming falls short of the allotted time, then perhaps we'll hear from a special friend. Um,
I
but
mean, I see its eyelids fluttering like subtly.
yeah, they do that.
Like
They flutter. They subtly flutter. That's what they do. I was going to tell you a little bit why I bought a Furby and what it means to me. Uh, but I don't really have much to say on the subject. I was exhausted because I couldn't sleep and I was up very late, and on impulse, I bought a Furby. Uh, I mean, I can't justify. I can't say. I I have a Furby now. That's what I'm trying to tell you, George.
So you're just doing it just to be part of a scene, right? The Furby scene.
I don't know much about a Furby scene. I watched a random YouTube video about how a Furby had learned some strange things and made people uncomfortable. And just on impulse, I found an old Furby that had never been removed from its packaging and brought it into my home. That's
Oh, you got like you actually got a like a brand new one.
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay.
the box looked a bit used, but I mean, as if it had been stored in some place where it had been crumpled somewhat. But this this is unused from 1998.
Yeah, I know what they call it in the business is dead stock.
Yeah, yeah, it's probably probably what it was. But yeah, certainly um bringing a lot of excitement and joy to my life. So uh, thanks, thanks, Furby.
Yeah, I'm looking up Furby, and someone says this Furby gives the doll Annabelle a run for her money.
I
You said
recently watched all three of the Annabelle movies. Have you seen any of them?
no, I've not even I'm not even familiar with them. You're the first person who told me about them.
Yeah, there's a full. I guess it's sort of like what Disney's doing with the Marvel comic books. It's a whole universe that's circling around this uh, couple based on an actual couple of paranormal investigators and exorcists, amateur exorcists, and Annabelle is based on an actual case that they investigated. Um, they're they're fine. The movies are fine. The second and third one kind of. The movies are just too wholesome and bright. It's it's happy and there's children in it and they're trying to spread around the feel goods. It's just kind of unearned sentiment that makes it difficult for me to get into. But I'd say it's you know at almost all times between C and B minus. So it's fine. You don't miss anything by not watching them, but they're fine to have with some popcorn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's in it?
Uh, some people and kids and uh, the, there's a some CGI and a doll. Is there any? I don't really have a good memory for actors, but I don't know. The fellow who plays the the amateur exorcist of the couple, he's somebody you would recognize. Oh, and then there's this young lady who was in the uh, American Horror Story, uh, maybe one or two seasons of that. I
Oh,
don't know.
Lady Gaga.
I don't get probably not Lady Gaga,
I see.
but people are in it, and you might
Oh yeah,
recognize some of them. Uh,
probably Nicolas Cage.
I wish they should
Yeah.
give him more work. He he's a super duper guy, American treasure. Um, so, shall we get into the Pud extravaganza?
I thought we were in the midst of it.
Oh well, I mean the the competition filled with excitement and daring
Oh,
do.
yeah. Bring it on.
All right. So let's come up with. So this will be the. How about the lifetime quiz of excellence? Do you like that?
Yeah, that works for me.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of various indiscernible ages, uh, uh, we have, uh, we, uh, George and I, uh, oh, Desisant here. Thanks for coming. We are going to have an introduce to you. We will have an introduce to you. What we are calling. Do you want to say it at the same time?
The Hug
Lifetime
extravaganza.
quiz of excellence. All right, well done. Well done.
Yes.
So, so shall I explain what's happening, or would you like to do that?
Uh, no, I'll give it a shot, and then you can correct me if I
Yeah,
mess up.
yeah. Let's have that.
So what I was told by corporate was that we're supposed to have a quiz where you play video game theme was it 5 clips of theme music from video games, and I quote have 5 quotations from popular film, and whoever guesses the most of the other participants' questions correctly will be the master of this domain.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm going to fill in a little bit from the notes the producer has given me. But so as you said, you're going to be supplying me with 5 movie quotes. I'm going to be supplying you with 5 pieces of music that are from video games, and the person who gets the most right is going to be declared the Pud Master, and the loser is going to be a terrible person. And those titles and all that they mean will carry on until the next recording, when we will, talk about what it was like to be either a Pud Master or terrible person since the last time we spoke. And we will be offering each other the quizzes on rotation. So one of us will give the other question, and then the other will respond in kind. Right? We got it.
That's them's the rules.
Them's the rules. And according to my notes that the producer gave me, I didn't write these. These come from up top. Uh, Des, classy as always. Thank you. We'll invite Shooter to go first. So I was kind of thinking of doing the same thing. So I Shooter, allow me to invite you to kick us off on this. Uh, should there be any kind of embellishment, some kind of a? I mean, this is the lifetime quiz of excellence. Should there be a kind of a tune for it?
Mm, I don't know. Maybe music may cheapen this moment.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Maybe I don't think any music can express the momentous importance,
Okay, well,
of what's going to transpire.
yeah, then I won't track anything uh,
I think
down.
you should precede this with maybe like 30 minutes of silence.
Oh, all
That
right.
that that's the only way to actually pay tribute to the gravity of what's going to happen.
That's true. That's true. So at this moment, to our viewers, the correct way to listen to our viewers, the correct way to listen to this quiz is to pause it and sit in silence for 30 minutes. You can carry on without doing this, but that is the appropriate thing to do. That is the PUD approved way to consume what is about to happen. But Georgia, I would like you to I'd like to invite you to kick us off. Start when ready. Begin uh, this lifetime quiz of excellence.
All right. I'll start off with this. The more you drive, the less intelligent you are.
That's, that's a quote from a movie.
Yep.
Well, let's see. So I'm not looking it up. I'm writing
Keep in
these.
mind, these are gonna be all from movies I know you've seen or that you know I have seen and I have mentioned to you.
Okay, so the more you drive, the less you know.
The more you drive, the less intelligent you are.
Oh, well, that's different. The more you drive, the less intelligent you are. Okay, so I I'm going to assume that this is a uh, movie that involves driving.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So I'll give you some clues.
Oh, no, I mean, you can, but I might not reciprocate. I maybe I will. I don't know.
Well, a car and the contents within are is the main driver of the plot of this movie.
I would think so. I'm going to go with my first impulse because if I think of something else, it will be further away. I have not seen this in memory, and I know this is one of the ones that people ought to see, but I am going to guess that you are referring to Taxi Driver.
Close, but no
Oh,
cigar.
oh no. All right, what is it?
Repo Man.
Oh, God. All right. Well, well, that's 0 points for me. Ah, shit. Let's see.
Oh, you know what? I should have no, it was a quote I should have used for that movie.
Oh,
The life of a repo man is always intense.
yeah, I wish you had. I would have had a nice point. So what
All
I
right.
have done, some of these are softballs, uh, but there is at least one that I don't think you'll get of these clips that I am going to play. I won't play it too long. If you want to guess beforehand, but I might let it go for 10 to 30 seconds. So are you ready? And I might have to fiddle with the sound so I get it just right. You ready?
Yeah, yep, I got my earphones on, got the cans on.
All right. Now, can you hear this fine? Is this coming across?
Yep, I'm hearing it. Oh, I think I know this one.
Are you ready to guess?
Bugsy.
We're tuning out. Okay. Well, that was that. And before we carry on, because you did say that, is that your final answer? You think it is Bubsy?
E Bubsy. Bubsy.
All right.
From 1992, Super Nintendo.
What this was is it's from Earthbound on a period where you're riding the bus. It's City Bus Ride from Earthbound. That is a big 0 points, and we are tied for the lead.
Oh man. I've never played Earthbound. Have you?
I have not. I just know a bit about the soundtrack. I have one of those SNES Classic. All these other ones um, are games that I am pretty familiar with, but this one I just like the Earthbound soundtrack, but I intend to play it soon, and it is I'm sure a horrid disappointment that I've never gotten to it, but I just like the soundtrack of Earthbound.
I have to play it myself. You know, they have an Earthbound for Nintendo. It's
Yeah,
called Mother. Have you played that one?
no, I've heard it's harder to get into, but still quite good. Mother 3, I know, is a big deal that they want to release, like people that are fans of the series want it to be released in the West. Um, and I believe you can buy the Game Boy Advance cartridge that came out in Japan, and some good people have translated it, and it's supposed to be very good. Um, but I have not played Mother 1, 2, or 3. And it's a series that I've wanted to get into for years.
Yeah. You know, should have been the theme. You know, have been great
Hmm.
if instead of that song, like throughout the whole game series, they just played the Danzig song "Mother" on repeat.
Well, maybe maybe they'll do that in the fourth one.
You know, like, instead of playing that game, you just get the was it Danzig 1 album, and it's play that and then play that song on repeat. I think that'll be a much more edifying experience than playing the game.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I do like that song, but there's a certain bit of the interaction which doesn't sit right to me. And I'm not talking about the moral implications of the character that's being portrayed in the tune. It's that when I'm seeing someone, I absolutely do not enjoy communicating with her parents or family. I don't like
Oh
that
yeah.
at all.
Yeah, like so you have you when you've like went out with someone, you have met their parents, right?
I have sometimes.
So does usually do the parents hate you usually?
Oh, let's see. Has anybody hated me? Not to my face. Not to my face. I will
They're
give
like,
it to them. As far as I can recall, they have 100% been lovely people.
all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is strange interacting with like a friend or a significant other's parents.
Yeah.
I would,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd never want to do that
No,
if I could help it.
no, I don't like to interact with any. Well, anyway, so I think we're on to round two of five. What have you got for me, George?
All right, well, so I decided to actually change one of my quotes at the last minute.
Ooh.
So now it's actually going to be much harder for you.
Oh, well, all right.
The loveliest masterpiece of the heart of God is the heart of a mother.
The loveliest masterpiece of the heart of God is the heart of a mother.
Yes.
Uh, as far as you know, have I seen this movie?
You told me you've seen it. I haven't seen it.
The loveliest masterpiece of the heart of God is the heart of a mother. I. It comes down to a couple of things for me. Now I'm just thinking aloud. But that is similar to lines that I've heard in the Silent Hill movie. There's a movie that's actually called Mother, which maybe, but it doesn't seem right for that. Um, what was this? I, I'm drawing a blank. I'm going to guess that it's the film Mother.
I'll give you another.
What?
I can give you another quote from the same film said by the same character.
Well, all right.
May God have mercy on your soul.
Well, well, may God have mercy on your soul. Is
And
this
this
a
is
translation?
nope.
So an English speaker said this.
May God have mercy on your soul. This was said to someone while that person was possessed.
Oh, you're giving it all away. May God have mercy on your soul. I mean, if it's possession movies, there's the Conjuring series. I've watched most of it recently. There's I don't know, The Exorcist. I'm gonna say The Exorcist. Since you're giving me all this stuff, final answer, The
You
Exorcist.
sure you don't want to phone a friend?
Yeah, Exorcist.
All
That's
right.
final answer.
All right. Well, the judges are looking it over.
All right.
You're incorrect.
What was it?
Well, I'll tell you the answer by giving you another quote from the movie.
All right.
I like your dolls.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we were just talking about this. This is Annabelle.
Yep, yep, that if you said that like 2 seconds earlier, you'd have been correct.
Uh, all right. So another zero for me. All right. I'm gonna give you one. I kind of thought I'd be doing better than this, but uh, all right. Here is your next thing. All right, that's 30 seconds. You want to hear more, or are we about through?
All right, so this song slaps.
It does.
Yeah, it slaps. Uh, so you know what? This is from a Nintendo NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System.
I am not going to say that, but you're looking in the right direction.
Okay, sounds like a Capcom song. Sounds like something like reminds me of Capcom. For some reason. I would say Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Yes.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I would say, you know what? You've been generous with the hints, and we're both pretty far down. Uh, Now, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just being more open about you responding. Uh, this is not necessarily the song you would be hearing. That's a
What do you
vague.
mean?
That's a vague hint. I'm afraid if I say any more, then you just have it.
You said it's not necessarily the song I would be hearing.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, you you. I mean, with full context, I think you get it.
So this is like a game that relies on hearing, right?
Well, I'm not saying that. No.
All right. So I guess I'll have to change. You know what? It's an RPG of some sort, right? So let's see. You know what? How about no? I'm gonna change my answer to DuckTales.
Ducktales.
Final answer.
Fine. Fine. Well, my hands are tied. So what I meant when I said this isn't necessarily the song or the tune you'd be hearing is that would depend on the version of the game, meaning that the game is has multiple releases and more than one soundtrack.
Okay.
It's a Genesis game that has two soundtracks, one for its release on the Genesis and another for its release on the Sega CD.
Echo.
It's Echo the Dolphin
Echo the
from
Dolphin.
Hunger
Yeah.
Caves. Yeah, yeah. I am very familiar with Echo the Dolphin on the Genesis. So, and the soundtrack is pretty good. I'm not at all familiar with the Sega CD soundtrack, but the Genesis one's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, was it the Sega CD soundtrack? Supposed to be real good. It's supposed to be real good CD quality.
Yeah, yeah. I've heard good things, but the one that I know is the Genesis one, and I think that has a pretty good
Mm.
soundtrack.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I think the Genesis soundtracks in general have a certain charm, even if they're not like full CD quality.
no, I think so. I like what the 8-bit and then the 16-bit. I think the Genesis and the Super Nintendo did fine music. It's what I know. I'm not the biggest connoisseur, but I do appreciate music from that day and age, the one that I know.
Mm.
Well,
You know,
what have you
have
got?
you?
What?
Okay, go
Oh
ahead.
no, no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna talk about this one rapper
Yeah,
named Viper. Have you heard of this guy?
not that I know of.
Viper?
Never
Yeah,
did.
he's like an outsider rapper. One of the worst rap people who do the rap vocals. But he does all his beats with his keyboard, which is the same keyboard they used for the Genesis, and those instrumentals can be pretty good.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I might put that on the notes for us to
Yeah.
think of uh, Viper. I might review for um
Yeah. He did this song called "Y'all Cowards Don't Even Do Crack." It's a pretty good one.
yeah, I mean it's quite an accusation, really.
Yeah,
Uh
but yeah, I mean the keyboarding though. Oh man, pretty good. Good stuff.
so he's a fair musician, but a poor lyricist.
Yeah, I'd say yeah, his rapping is very amateurish. He's no uh Biggie or anything like that.
All right. Well, maybe I'll study Viper for a time.
All right, well,
Well, what do
all
you got?
right. My life is a game of strip poker. Want to play?
Well, in case that wasn't the quiz question, my response is thank you, no. Um, my life is a game of strip poker. Want to play? Have I seen this movie?
Yes.
Oh, not really great at being put on the spot. It seems. My life is a game of strip poker. Want to play? That's it's a good pickup line. Um, uh, I, I don't know. Is the movie any good?
You must think the whole world is queer.
Ooh. Mm. It is one of two things. You're doing because you know that I recently saw Gods and Monsters. So it is either Gods and Monsters or this is Summer of Sam. I am almost positive it is one of those two movies. And I think that you're doing what you did before because you gave me a couple of movies and one of them was Gods and Monsters. And I just watched it. I think it's Gods and Monsters.
Final answer?
Final answer.
I am not your monster.
Yes. All right. All right. So I am one step closer to being the Pud you you don't lose on purpose.
What? Well, why? What tipped you off?
Well, I think, well, I just saw that movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember all the lines. The "I'm not your monster" line, I very well remember.
Yeah.
Uh, but I knew you were playing. If you hadn't hinted me toward it, I would not have guessed it.
Yeah.
Uh, but all right, 1 point for me.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was at like when I said you must think the whole world is queer. That was just me thinking out loud. That's actually something I was thinking. That's
oh
not
well,
from the.
it's quite a coincidence. And
Yeah.
yeah, that movie won 2 Academy Awards. It's so you haven't seen it, right?
No, I've seen clips, and I think I've seen the Ebert and Roper review of it.
Okay. Well, it's I'd say it was pretty good. But I'd also say that I kind of wanted more like it was just the Ian McKellen's character. It was just sort of like at the very end, the last few minutes with him doing a whole lot of stroke inspired reminiscing. Uh, and it seemed like it should have shown more of him living. The movie seemed fast. It wasn't particularly short. It was certainly a good drama, and I'm sure it was very shocking at the time that it came out. But it seemed like, to me, there should have been a little bit more. Um, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like there should have been more going on in the movie.
Yeah, yeah. It the, the outings were few. There were a couple shock things in there, but I didn't feel like I knew the characters well enough by the end of the movie.
I
Um,
mean, it seems like the movie is about this guy. He's an old guy. He used to be a film director, and he basically just makes friends with a naive gardener, right? It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
that much of a plot, and he tries to get the gardener to kill him at the end, right?
That's much of it. I didn't feel like they were really good friends until like I felt that McKellen's character was using Fraser's character, and that there was never really much of an equality there. But at the end, uh, it was like, oh, this is filled with spoilers. I hate to do that, but it did feel like that there was no, like, it was a one-sided friendship between the Fraser character, who had kind of an empty life, and the McKellen character, who was essentially using uh, Fraser, and uh, kind of understood him better in a more empathetic human way at the end. But I never felt like they were good friends at the same time.
Uh, Like what was it? Like the Ian McKellen guy, isn't he basically using the Brendan Fraser character because he's like a handsome guy and he's like full of life, whereas Ian McKellen, he's like probably like stuck at home because of his health problems and all that stuff. He doesn't seem like he leaves the house in the movie.
He does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he leaves the house. The whole movie seems to happen over a relatively short period of time.
Oh yeah.
Um, but it's kind of that. Fraser seems to be like a man who hasn't come into his own, a bit adrift, and McKellen is just sort of using him because he finds him attractive, and then because he wants to be killed. So it was
Doesn't he like feel like his life has passed him by and stuff? Like he's like at the end of his rope.
McKellen
Yeah, he's all used up and shit.
used up, but not life has passed him by. It's more
Yeah, it's true.
like
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's more like I
Like he's
used to
past his
be.
prime.
Oh yeah, yeah, far past his prime, isolated. It says a lot of good things about isolation. I think the movie is probably somewhat positive for like gay representation in film, but it was a quick glance when it should have. Like I said, at the end, I didn't feel like I knew these characters. I'm gonna put that there's a spoiler for this movie in the description. Um, oops. Uh, but let's see, spoiler for uh, God's monsters. But I don't know. I just felt like it needed a bit more. But shall we carry on?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
All
Let's.
right. Your third. Here we go. Uh-oh. That was kind of a long bit of that one. I really like that track, so I got stuck in it. That was twice as long as I meant to play it. But as you say about Echo's bit, I think that one slaps. So I got stuck in it. I like this
Oh
soundtrack.
yeah, I liked it a lot, especially when the those synths like pot when it built up and like those synths came in.
Yeah, that was part of it.
Oh,
It starts good, but it just brings you into it, and it would have felt wrong to shut it off. It carries on like that, but while you're playing the game, this is one of the moments that I really connected with it. I think even in the game, they're able to get the music lined up with the action of it. It's this is one of the parts of the game that I appreciated most just for ambience. Um, but do you have any thoughts or inquiries or anything?
so this is a from a CD based console.
I'm not saying that. I will say that this is the one that I am least confident that you would be able to get.
Is this a game that is reasonable to assume that I have played?
No, actually, I do know that you have expressed interest in playing this game. And this is the most recently made of the games.
Okay, this is a very good clue. Okay, I'm gonna look through our text
No,
chats.
no, 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 no
So it would
research.
be in there. All right.
It actually might not. It might have been a while, but I know we've talked about it. I know you've expressed interest in it, um, and it is the newest of it. Though I will say, and this seems like too much hinting for me. I will say that this game does have something in common, uh, not just with a particular member of this list, one of its four siblings here, but kind of most of them. it does have something familiar, particularly with one of them. That I don't know how well I was able to say that. That didn't come across clear, but that's probably the best hint you're going to get.
Oh, I'm even more confused.
It has a specific relation to another on this list, one that I've already. Shit. I'm not going to say anything else about it.
So it's related to Echo. Man. Okay. That's now I'm like I'm so confused. Like I'm getting like anxiety and stuff. I'm having a mental health emergency.
All right, I appreciate that.
Um, yeah. Gundam Heroes.
Now, no, no, uh, I mean, it's just there. You're making a mistake, and
Gunstar Heroes. Oh, that's it.
are you sure?
No, I'm not. Not at all.
All right, but is it your? I'm I'm reticent to push you too much here because I think you could get it.
You'd be surprised. I'm quite dull.
All the same,
So it's like Echo. It's related to Echo. Let's see. Whew.
I didn't say that. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I didn't say that it's related to Echo.
Oh, so it's Genesis, right? So I'll have to stick with Gunstar Heroes. I know I'm wrong, but there's no way back, no way around it.
So Gunstar Heroes is your final answer?
Oh, you know what? It's related to Mega Man. So, you know what was that one? There's like a game that's like Mega Man, but it's not. Uh, sorry. Rocket Star Hero, right?
With the armadillo?
Yeah. Armadillo. So just I'm trying like you know the game I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, just uh, well, I'm trying to think of the name. Oh man, it's like it's
I
slipping
think it's
my
Rocket Knight. That's the one you're thinking of. Rocket Knight.
Rocket Knight. Okay, yeah, that's the one I was saying, right? Rocket Knight.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll have to be my final answer.
Oh, all right, all right, all right, all right. Now, I said that it was related to another one of the games on that list, and then I slipped out that it's one that I've already mentioned. I've mentioned to you two before this one. There
Yeah,
was Earthbound and there was Echo the Dolphin.
yeah.
It's not Echo the Dolphin. This has no relation. The tieback is that this game is styled like older games. It's a newer game, but it's styled like older games, and it is related to Earthbound. It
Oh
is.
no, I changed my answer to Sparkster.
I will allow that. Uh, this is it was made by a fan of Earthbound. In fact, I believe part of the early inspiration was based on a fan game of Earthbound. The person who made this game, his name is Toby Fox.
Oh, Toby, I know him
In what way do you know him?
personally.
Well,
Good
well,
friend of mine.
all right, all right.
He's a real
Well,
classy guy.
I'm sure he is. Uh, no, no. You have expressed interest in this game that was in many ways kind of inspired by Earthbound for the Super Nintendo.
Oh, what was it called?
All right, it's called Undertale.
Undertale. Yes. Okay.
Undertale. The tune is from Undertale. It's called Another Medium. It's an awesome level. I'm a fan of the game. I think the soundtrack is excellent. Um, and I have a physical copy on the Switch. So it's Undertale, and that is 0 points.
Yeah, I would have never have gotten that one.
You were the one who told me, I think, about Undertale, or at least we were talking about it, and you expressed interest in it before I did.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said you played it, and I said, oh, it looks pretty good. I'd like to play it one day, but
You were saying you
uh,
wanted to play it before I had it.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But I guess I'll never be able to play it because it's like on Steam and it's also on it's not on PS3, and that's the newest system I have.
I think it's on PlayStation 4 is a physical copy, so you might be able to get it if you end up getting a PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't know. PlayStation 4 is pretty expensive. Like how much are they now? Like $200?
I I don't really know. I don't really know, but imagine the price has dropped for at least a used
Yeah.
one. But if you ever end up with that generation, uh, it's it's worth trying. It's a pretty good game. Um,
Is it like a it's an RPG, but is it like a shooter?
you know the bullet hell shooters where you're kind of moving constantly to not get hit by the bullets.
Yeah.
That's how the battle system works. You don't shoot. I think sometimes you shoot. Each of the battles is different, but the battles through are sort of bullet hell dodging.
Mm.
It's pretty good and it's engaging gameplay. Let's do a quick break. I'm sure to hear from our numerous sponsors and return to this shortly. Is that all right?
All right. Yeah, I'll get into the ads then.
Oh yeah, and we're stopping now. And
All right.
we're back.
All right, we're back.
We're back. Finally.
All right.
Finally.
All right. So where we leave off at? You were talking about playing Undertale, right?
Yeah. And it's your go. We are beginning round 4 of the Lifetime Quiz of Excellence.
All right. So this one you probably never get. So here's the quote. The darker the whore, the brighter the flame.
The darker the whore, the brighter the flame. Whore like who were?
Who? Yeah.
Have I seen this movie?
I think so.
Darker the-
It's a newer film
Oh,
from 2010s, I believe.
so somebody is talking about his preference for a black prostitute.
I no, that's not it.
Oh, whoops. Uh, that's not it.
No.
So
There's
so
there are no it's not in reference to anyone of black descent.
but it is a person talking about their favorite prostitute type.
No.
So this is not this is just some sort of a vulgar alliterative alliterative phrase to describe something else. He's not actually talking about favorite prostitutes. Talking about something else.
No, he's being quite literal.
What?
Yes.
What?
Oh yeah.
What do you mean? Hell yeah!
You. Oh, I said, oh yeah. I didn't say hell yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
hell yeah!
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
But yeah, this is yeah. You watch some pretty disturbing films, so
Mm.
don't look at me at all askance.
Oh, wait. Are you saying this is a disturbing film, or
Well, it's you could say it's disturbing. I laughed throughout it.
it's a comedy?
Well, it's not in the comedy section.
Uh,
It's a movie I've seen. I've seen this movie before, and I'm pretty sure you've seen it.
huh. Yeah, I watch a lot of movies, but
It has an actor you particularly enjoy.
Nicolas Cage is in this.
I never heard of him.
Okay.
Well,
Uh,
yes, Nicolas Cage.
all right. What I so the one that comes to mind might be Peter Lou from Kiss of the Vampire. He might say something like that. Uh, Also, that I mean, I've seen quite a few of his movies.
Do you
I
want me
get
to repeat the quotation again?
no. I think I, so I'm leading toward Kiss of the Vampire, but he could have said it in several movies. And he was talking about a prostitute. Peter Lowe didn't hire a prostitute, but he might refer to women as a whore. But you're saying he's not talking about black women and the love interests in that movie. Uh, uh, One was white, one was black. So I don't think you'd be splitting hairs because he could have been referring to. So I don't think it was Kiss of the Vampire
It's
because
not.
well, uh, uh, shoot, shoot.
I gotta throw you a bone.
All right,
I'm I'm in pain with how far away you are from the answer.
all right. I mean, the hint might give it away. What do you got?
What hint?
You say you're going to throw me a bone.
I threw you a bone saying it's not Kiss of the Vampire.
Oh, well, bollocks. I so it's not. He didn't say that in American Treasure, probably to the kids. Were there kids in American? No, that wasn't. There weren't kids. There was a combined.
Man, you're even further away now.
So
You're running away from the answer.
the Ghost Rider.
I've never seen Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay. Mom and Dad.
I've seen that.
Didn't I get you a copy of?
Yeah, you got me a copy of that a little while back. Thank you again.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
It would be kind of out of place in what's that one that's a little like heavy metal where it's a woman's name.
Valerian?
But like, I've never met a woman named Valerian. Mandy. Mandy.
I've
Um,
seen that one.
doesn't seem like well, no, you didn't say that he said it. You said he's in that movie, and I could see
Yeah.
maybe a character in Mandy said that. There's also that one where he plays a cop, but you have not seen that one.
Oh, you talking about that one where he's a corrupt cop?
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen that one, Bad Lieutenant, Port of
Oh,
Call, New Orleans.
oh, okay. I thought because you were
I've
talking
seen that
about a
one.
different bad lieutenant, so I thought you were
Oh, I saw both Bad Lieutenants. I saw the one with Harvey Keitel and the one with Nicolas Cage.
okay. I think somebody in Mandy said it.
All right, is that your final answer?
Final answer. This has gone on long enough, Mandy.
Yep, you're correct.
Hey. Well, all right, all right. Who said it in Mandy?
Brother Swan.
Oh, that makes sense. He said I just remember that he said a bunch of weird things.
Oh yeah.
That was his thing. Well, let's go on and see if we can't get you a point in this lifetime quiz of excellence.
All right, let's let's do it.
All right. All right, that's 30 seconds.
All right.
That might be somewhat remix. Maybe I can. I think that's the original soundtrack.
Okay.
Now, I gotta be frank. I won't give you much in the way of hints, but I'm gonna be a little surprised if you don't get this one.
You'll be very surprised then.
Oh,
Okay, Castlevania. It
now.
reminds me of something from PlayStation era.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Now you're behind, and this is the end of the fourth round. So I'm gonna say that if you're thinking Castlevania, you're thinking in the rightish direction, not really, but rightish. And if you're thinking PlayStation era, that sounds really rightish to me.
So is this something you know I've played, right?
I don't know if you've played, but I think you would know it. You're definitely familiar with it as a concept. You've probably played it. I've played it. It it really puts you in an interesting place.
Oh, now these hints are even making me even more confused. Okay, interesting. So let's see. So it's in the PlayStation era, and it transports me to a different place.
Oh,
Oh, it's for
in a couple of respects.
okay. The Sopranos video game.
That's a really poor guess.
What? It kind of reminded me of like an Italianish sort of sound, like a tarantella or something. Uh,
Thinking not Castlevania. I'm not saying it's not Castlevania. It's not. You're thinking in that direction, kind of PlayStation era.
oh, Xenogears. Final answer, Xenogears.
Oh hell, it's the theme of from Silent Hill.
Never played it. But yeah, I'm familiar with it as a concept.
Yeah,
I
at
went to
least
college for a semester and a half, so I know Silent Hill as a concept.
well, I'm surprised. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought that this would be a real softball.
Oh
It
yeah.
it's
Well,
you what?
keep in mind like when I play my video games, I never have the sound on. I always listen to a podcast while
Well,
I'm
yeah.
playing.
Still, this is like uh, late childhood era, isn't it? Brett, right about?
I live in middle school or elementary school, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Came
yeah.
out
About that time.
like
Uh,
2000s, right?
I'm losing time. It existed at some point, and I have a rough idea of how old I would have been. Um, Before high school, probably childhood at some point, maybe.
Oh yeah.
I, I don't know. I'm kind of vague on. Anyway, that's 0 points for you. And so far, to recap, 4 rounds in, 2 points for Desisson and 0 points for George Shooter Nolan.
Yep.
So let's let's see if you can catch up on this last round here.
Mathematically be impossible, but I will try.
I think you can really give it for this last round. I
All
think it's
right.
possible. I'm rooting for you.
All right. So I guess you want me to give you the quote now, right?
It's your turn. Let's have it.
All right. In Switzerland, they had brotherly love, and they had 500 years of democracy and peace. And what did that produce? The cuckoo clock.
I don't know. So I've seen this.
No.
You've seen it.
Yes.
I I have no idea.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
Oh, all right.
Who's the most famous director slash actor of all time? He's an actor and director. He's made the most famous movie of all time. He's
I don't know. Clint Eastwood, Mel Gibson, uh,
what's the movie everyone says is the best movie of all time?
the uh, Kiss of the Vampire.
No, like all the film people.
Oh, they like uh, Howard the Duck. They really like Howard the Duck.
No, Citizen Kane.
Citizen Rosebud and all such. Yes.
Yeah, so Orson Welles. So this is an Orson Welles joint. This quote's from.
Oh, I can't do much with this. I've seen Citizen Kane. I've seen The Birds. I've seen the one where I can't think of his name. He's looking through the window and catching the
Rear
murderer.
Window.
Yeah, yeah, Rear Window. Yeah. It's The Birds.
That's a Hitchcock film.
Oh shit! I just told you Hitchcock's film. Uh,
You have to think of an Orson Welles movie.
yeah, yeah. I just
I think The Birds is Hitchcock. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure.
I just realized that I just gave you some Hitchcock movies, not.
I think Citizen Kane was a Orson Welles
It
movie.
was. It was. There
Yeah.
was no excuse. I've seen Citizen Kane. I think it holds up very well. Uh, I can't. I have. Citizen Kane. He's the Citizen Kane's the movie.
No, it's not the movie.
What is
Is
it?
that your final answer?
That's my. That's my final answer.
I refuse to accept it.
Did he do Casablanca? I don't think he did.
I don't think so.
Uh,
All right. So you still want to stick with Citizen Kane as your final answer?
Final answer, Citizen Kane.
All right. It's not. It's The Third Man.
I have not seen it. I'm not familiar. Uh,
I sh- it's a pretty good movie.
well, shoot. All right. So
Yeah, you should check it out one day.
the third man,
Oh yeah.
the third man. All right.
Yeah, it's
I'll
it's
check it out.
about a guy he goes to Austria and his friend turns out to be a ghost and he was dead the whole entire time.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like a good buddy picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have one more to redeem it, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do with this last one. You can get 1.5 points. How
All
about
right.
that?
Okay, I'll take him. I'll take him.
All right, all right. Are you ready?
All right.
That was 30 seconds.
Okay, you gave me a real easy one. You lobbed this one right over the plate.
Oh, did I?
Oh yeah. I know this one.
All right.
Final Fantasy 7.
Oh,
Final answer.
no, no.
What are you talking about? How's that
Oh,
not? How,
you poor fool.
how far was I? How far off was I?
I mean, it's relatable. Uh, RPG. Let's see. It's
Terra Enigma?
Square Enix.
Was it
Uh,
Terra Enigma?
no, no, no.
Uh,
So, but
this,
that was your fine. Yeah, you know what? I'll. You don't have any points, so let's let you have another. That no, that wouldn't.
all right. What? I know it. I know it though. It was like the Search for Eden or something, right?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
No, it's Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now let me add up these points here.
Well, I guess I guess the Square Enix game. So it's a pretty close. It was pretty
Okay.
close.
Okay. So, do you think it's fair that you should get a partial point?
No, I'm not gonna take that point. I refuse.
All right.
I don't need your charity.
All right. Well, let me add up these points. Plug it into the super duper computer over at Pud Acres here. All right, all right. We have our results back for the lifetime quiz of excellence. Uh, Desisant has a total of 2 points, and George Shooter Nolan has a grand total of 0 points.
Yeah, but I did can't come close a couple times. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how well I did.
Well, yeah, well done, well done. You have for your efforts, for your significant efforts in losing this event. You are now, until the next recording, a terrible person.
I wear that with pride.
Well, and until the next recording,
Yeah.
Desisson of the Pudcast program is the Pudmaster until next recording.
Yes, but uh, I don't think the Fonz would have gotten any of those like correct.
Hey,
Knowing video game theme songs, that's not what a cool person would be able to know, you know? Like, if a cool person would be like, what is this noise?
Well, well, cool or not, I'm up here, the pud master, and you are just a terrible person.
Yeah, well, I'm like, I'm reclaiming the word. I'm reclaiming the phrase. Like, like terrible person is gonna be a title that's worn with pride from now on.
Well, to me, it sounds terrible. Maybe at some point we can repeat this experiment with it reversed, where you're providing the tunes and I'm providing the quotes. But until that point, we are possibly at our longest episode. Uh, how do you think this went? Do you have any thoughts about the quiz and being a terrible, terrible person?
No, I mean, I'm still in shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't accept it. I'm in denial.
Well, you better accept it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
I just I'd like to thank the little people, the terrible people, for making this possible. But that's another uh, episode in the bag. Do you have any more shout outs or wisdom or fond thoughts to share?
yeah, I just want to give a shout out to my people in Framingham, Massachusetts. You guys keep on keeping on.
Well done, Framingham. We're thoughts and prayers. Uh, you're
Portland, Maine.
Portland, Maine, another good place.
Yep. Not Portland, Oregon. They're not getting any love from this podcast, right?
Well, I mean, I'll give it
What?
yeah. I mean, one of the things that I've wanted to do for a while is a food and beer tourism across the country, and um, the American Northwest has an excellent selection of microbreweries. I've got nothing but good things to say about everywhere and everyone.
Oh, they got Olympia beer. That's a pretty good beer. I think that's from Washington, right? Olympia.
I mean, there's a mountain there.
Yeah, no, there's a beer called Olympia beer.
I'm
You never had
unfamiliar.
real? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh okay. It's like yeah, that's a pretty good beer. It tastes like PBR.
Oh well, that's right up your alley, I guess.
Yeah, their slogan is "It's the water."
Well, who am I to argue with that?
Yeah.
The Pud Master, that's who.
Oh man. But yeah, you should get a couple. You should get some like you should get like a 12 pack of Olympia one day, man. It'll be a good time.
I will think about that. I'm sure it's very nice.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Thank you for tuning in. We heartily appreciate it. It was a wonderful time had by all.
All right. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.